Hey guys, it's Vital coming at you with some vital information. One project I wanted to look over today with you guys is Project PXN, also known as Phantom Network. But before we start, let's cue the intro.
Yo, what it do? Welcome to another exciting adventure here with Moon Boys Radio, where we're gonna give you that alpha you didn't know you needed about possible 10x, scratch that, 100x, scratch that, Moon X opportunities.
Keep in mind, the NFT space is very speculative and highly risky. Anything we talk about here is not financial advice. We're not financial advisors, so make sure to do your own research. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe, and drop a comment of what projects you'd like us to review next. So right here, the project we have is Phantom Network. As you can see, it's a PFP styled artwork. It has the whole anime look to it. It's actually very, very good art in my opinion. The team actually hired senior artists from Riot, Blizzard, EA, and Ubisoft. They've worked on other projects and they took extensive time to do research on these people and try to form a really good team to create such amazing art, because obviously the art of an NFT project is very important in this space, as we all know. As you can see as well, this project's currently sitting at 0.23 floor price. This project actually minted out public at 2 Ethereum, but whitelist people were able to mint at 0.35 Ethereum. Most people got whitelist from giveaways, being in other NFT projects, or also Nano Pass. And the people that actually own Nano went off and built this. So Ray's involved in this, so is Pants, X4, and Dex. And their team's actually really stacked. They have a lot of developers and other people that work within the community to try to build it to what they want it to be. One thing that's good about this project is that there's barely any listed right now. Last time I checked, it was under 400 out of a 10,000 collection, which is very impressive. But one thing I'm sure you guys would like me to address is, why is this price so low? As you all know, if you're still in the space and you stumbled upon this video, we are in a bear market, so every single project is down significantly, especially even blue chips like your famous Bored Ape or even Azuki, Clone X, and Doodles. They're all down significantly. But the unfortunate thing that happened during this project was when it was minting, there was a issue with OpenSea where it was like linking a fake collection to the URL, which caused a lot of people to be compromised, where they were losing money and whatnot. But PXN team did handle the situation. It took them a little bit of time, but a lot of people raised their concerns like, oh, is PXN going to do anything about this issue? Which they ended up doing something about. After further investigation, they did refund anyone that was compromised by looking into the blockchain to verify that they were compromised in this situation. So it was really good seeing that the team was backing all of their holders and trying to resolve a situation like this, even though from my understanding it was OpenSea's fault. Another FUD that did happen was during the reveal, because if you look at this price chart, let me pull it up for you guys. We minted out at 2, hit the floor at 3, ran all the way up to 4.08 Ethereum, and then once reveal happened, we just started going down. Keep in mind, this was also during the time that other side land minted out. That was a huge liquidity drainer in the space, and the bear market kicked off. But the FUD obviously didn't help the situation. So some of the art revealed out, and it looks similar to other prominent anime that people really love and like. PXN did come out and say that the reason why they look similar, these certain amount of characters right on the screen that we're looking at, was because they were paying homage to these anime episodes, shows, I mean, and that was their own intention, and it wasn't a copy paste intention. But during this time, Azuki was also being fudded because the founder of Azuki was busted for rugging 3 or 2 other projects. So we were in an anime meta, and every single anime project that was dropping was kind of being looked at as the one that might overthrow Azuki. So PXN was obviously in the top running spot because of the team, the art, and what they were trying to build. And basically, the Azuki team, the people within that community, threw everything they could to try to bash the project. Even till today, even though it's been like several months, they'll still trash the project. Basically, it's a way for engagement farming at this point because they just want people to comment on their stuff, and so then there's a big debate, so they move up the algo. But it's kind of irrelevant to where we are because PXN did take measures to fix this issue. They listened to the community, and for everyone that had a PFP that was similar to another anime, they were rewarded with a new NFT, which actually looks pretty cool. I'll pull some up for you guys to see. I think these are some of them that were being replaced in there. And there's a couple better ones down here as well. And on top of giving them new artwork, these holders also received 10 Ethereum, which is a significant amount of money. So if PXN was a rug, like, which I don't think they are, why would they take measures to do all that, right? Like, why take the time to make new art, but then also take the time to give everyone 10 Ethereum that was affected? Because I think there was like 17 artworks that people were disputing. So that's at least 170 Ethereum. So that's a lot of money. So I'm just going to pull up NFT Go right here. Something I really like is the owner to item ratio, and how many. There's actually a lot of whales, a lot of holders. People that hold this project actually own several blue chips. The holding period in this project is significant. You could see a large amount of them are 3 months holder plus, and most of them are getting in during this bear market too. There are still some flippers that I do see happen where they're offering below floor. The offer gets accepted, and then they just try to flip it for a quick buck. To each their own. If that's the way they want to make money, they got to do their thing to eat, I guess. So let's look at their website. So the website's pretty cool, and basically what they're trying to build is another version of Discord. And the cool thing about it is to be able to access it, you have to use your NFT, which is the PXN, as a verification pass to get in. And also on top of that, they're onboarding other projects to be able to be in this new Discord that they're creating. So I know Kaiju Kings Neo Tokyo is another project. Not really sure what other projects are in the pipeline, but I feel like this is a very good idea because I'm pretty sure everyone that's been in the space long enough has known that it's very easy to get scammed if you're new, especially, right? Because like if you're in any Discord, people will randomly shoot you DM, add you, and pretend to want to buy your NFT or figure out some weird way to scam you. Like we've seen it all. So just by them like being able to create something like this would help the space a lot with like fraud and stuff. And fraud is so prominent in the space still. And then on top of that, what they're trying to do is also have the white box feature, which they had in Nano. And from my understanding, the white box is going to have PXN tokens. And also you can get like traits for your PXN NFT. So it allows your NFT to be customizable. I'm sure they're going to have like whitelists in these boxes as well. But the PXN is going to be their token. And eventually you're going to be able to use that for like listing stuff, buying, selling within their gray market, which they said they're going to try to do something similar to like eBay in a way, or like Amazon, where you can kind of go there and buy like even luxury goods. And in order to sell there, you have to have an NFT too, from my understanding. So it basically like adds credibility to the sellers. And on top of that, it seems like the team is very knowledgeable on the PXN token and how like they just want to do the whole tokenization and how they're going to keep the price stable, having ways to utilize these tokens, unlike projects where You basically stake, get a bunch of tokens, and then if someone creates an LP, you kind of just swap it for ETH. It drives down the token value. They're basically trying to find multiple ways for you to burn these tokens so it keeps the price efficient. And I think the whole cosmetic thing is very smart because PFP is still pretty big in the space. People are going to try to buy an NFT that they kind of appeal with, and being able to alter it to more who they are is going to make them become a longer term holder. I'm seeing really big projects also go this route, like Cyber Brokers, for example, is like also allows you to make changes. Doodles, as their most recent airdrop, if you've noticed, is going towards that as well. A dynamic NFT with their duplicators. Creeps is a huge project that started that whole thing, in my opinion, and very prominent project. I would recommend definitely looking into it as well. So right now, PXN just recently released this soft staking, which is pretty cool. So like you don't have to pay gas to stake your NFT to earn PXN tokens. And there is a multiplier. So I'm assuming if like I don't think they've officially announced what you need to do to you get the multiplier, but more information obviously is going to come. But I like the whole soft staking aspect because you don't have to spend any gas at all. The only thing you have to do is have the NFT in your wallet and not have it listed. And if you have it listed or you transfer it, then the PXN resets, which is cool. And then obviously, there's some people that threw FUD about this because when it's staked, it says there's 9,462 staked, which is a really good thing because you want everyone to stake because it shows like all the holders are committed to what you're building and they don't plan on selling. So there's people fighting this being like, oh well, this is automatic staking, this is unfair. The team is going to brag about this as if it's like a flex. But to me, I feel like this is really good because if you've been on Twitter, you've also noticed that NFT world on Twitter is a ghost town. No one's here. And anyone that's going to check their wallet later and realize that they were staked and earning this whole time, they're going to be super happy. And seeing the team like create something so cool like this, and they're also like innovating, trying to do something different, shows that they're trying to build in the space. But I can also see like, could you imagine if like they released like regular staking where you had to use gas? Then people would also FUD and be like, well, the audacity these guys had to drop a project and make people spend this much, and now the floor is this low, but yet they're making people spend money to stake. So you can't win at all, especially in this space. It gets kind of toxic sometimes. Um, So the floor is relatively thin, and there's so many things in the pipeline. So like those white boxes that are going to come out pretty soon, they're ahead of schedule. I think either by the end of this month or early next month they're going to drop. That's a huge catalyst for this. So we could see it kind of explode. The floor is relatively thin, and we're seeing significantly good buys lately. Actually, like there's been days where we got 50 plus buys and 20 and sometimes even 30, 40, which is kind of good, especially in this current market condition, especially when it's not a degen play. So I guess it comes down to, do I think this is a rug? No, I do not, just because the people that worked on this artwork is actually very prominent and high status. They've worked for big companies. I feel like the team has also built other projects that are credible. They have really good ties within the space, and what they're trying to build is very achievable. I also think they've done certain things to kind of let us know that they're here for the long run, such as like, making it right with the whole OpenSea situation, the whole NFT copy paste situation, and also doxing themselves, showing what they look like, and even throwing a community party at NFT NYC. So at this current floor price, this is not financial advice, but I do recommend picking up at least one, because if you really think about it, NanoPass was like, I think it hit 5 Ethereum in the last bull market. This project is basically Nano with a whole bunch of other perks, you know. So I could see this exploding in the next bull run. And I know some people are like, well, there's FUD tied to this, but Azuki is able to kind of maintain a floor right now, even though they notoriously did rug several projects. I feel like a lot of people have left this space, and the new people that are coming into the space is going to be so different. And projects that are actually building new technology and trying to do something different in the space are going to be the projects that make it. I would be surprised if this project doesn't go above 2 Ethereum in the next bull cycle. I personally have some of my own, and I will continue to allocate. Please let me know what you guys think. Definitely do your own research, because I could be completely wrong. But stay tuned for the next episode on a project that we'll review next. So drop in the comment what you'd like to see. Have a good day, guys.